welcome to a brand new episode of Formula Pods. And today we are covering all about the Bahrain Grand Prix. Disappointment. Trust me, such a disappointment. And joining me today is, of course, Jason from one end, but then today Mihir cannot make it because the dude has met with an accident for some reason. And he's like, okay, Arjun, I cannot make it, so since things go in Formula One a lot faster, I was like, okay, fine. I need to get someone else on the seat for the time being. So I got my dear friend Vishruti. So, hey Vishruti, and welcome to Formula Pod.
Tired, Josh.
And let's speak about the big elephant in the room, which is the Bahrain Grand Prix. Like, what just happened? Like, literally, we were just saying, as in say, me here and Jason were like, okay, Red Bull shouldn't win. Any other team which wins, we will be very happy. But then all of a sudden, what just happened? Like, okay,
Annoying.
for everyone's information, Vishruti is a hardcore papaya fan. Okay, so
Please.
she has got a
Let's
lot on
go.
stake here.
That's what you
I'm
get.
so
That's what you
annoyed.
get for releasing Danny. That's what you
I
get.
was so annoyed. See, I was really annoyed when they released Danny a year earlier, okay? But I felt like Oscar has potential, like untapped potential. And I'm so glad that McLaren has taken it, but not at the cost of Daniel. But still, I mean, his first ever Formula One race.
Aston Martin going in and winning. Like,
That was beautiful.
that was beautiful on one end. And what are the odds in the first place? Like, you see, this is the situation. It's a Mercedes powered car with just an Aston Martin label on top of it. Okay? And that thing goes on blazing speeds during testing, and even more blazing speed during the race. Like, what are we looking over here?
I mean, what they did and what Alonso did with the car was spectacular. Even Lance with his injury, he was still able to do so well, and he recovered so well. It was beautiful to watch that. Like I'm not an AM fan, but that was beautiful.
Imagine if Lance took out Alonso at the beginning. That was honestly so scary to watch.
You know what?
Alonso would have been so bad.
Literally, everyone was like, Sebastian Vettel should have not left Aston Martin all of a sudden. Could have just waited for one more year and kind of at least got somewhere near to his last podium.
I feel like this is Alonso's comeback as well, and it's too late, but I feel like it is his comeback.
Definitely, like the man is now on his fifth team with the fifth podium, and the Bahrain podium is his 99th podium.
99th. I'm waiting for one more. Honestly, I'm waiting for one more.
Like seriously, that dude is like the most oldest person on the grid. Had X number of times switching on with each team, and
I feel like he deserves to be in Aston Martin now.
Like, of course, we gotta see how that turns out to be because, okay, for sure, Lance Stroll is gonna stay as long as his dad is funding the team for sure.
His dad is there.
That is there. That is there. But then, based on the performance,
I actually feel.
What? Sorry.
I actually feel that it's a good partnership. With one side you have Stroll, who's young and dumb, and on the other side you have Fernando, who is old and who is wise. Exactly. So
you know how nice this guy would put it up? Old and dumb. Like, bro, seriously. How?
I've never taken a liking towards Lance. It might just be me. But I've never liked Lance.
Like,
I back Lance actually. Lance he's worked hard. I mean, he's kept himself in the sport. It takes talent to keep yourself in the sport, which not many of the drivers have done. Latifi, for example. I mean,
yeah.
He also had cash, but then to keep yourself in the sport, to be
You need
competitive.
to be slightly good, exactly.
No, but then
Yeah,
I'll
it
tell
takes
you
some
this.
hard work.
For in Latifi's situation, his dad funded the McLarens, not the Williams.
Mm.
So he didn't put that to Williams. He ended up putting that somewhere else. Okay. So you cannot kind of compare that with, say, a Lance versus Latifi kind of situation. It's a lot different. Over here, we're talking about Stroll owning the team and the young Stroll basically driving in it. But then again, um, the car was great. That's why he won it. Or else there was no
Yeah.
chance Aston Martin doing.
It was a beautiful
And
car.
and literally, when I was having this chat with some of the Mercedes team fans, we were like, if Mercedes had that kind of body, trust me, that would be fighting for pole, literally, because and you know the Christian Horner, the team principal of Red Bull, actually said this after Aston Martin claiming the second spot. He just said that they say imitation is the biggest form of flattery, and it's good to see old car going so well. I'm like, okay, dude. Okay, you're just like trying. Like, what's this guy doing over here? Is he like just mocking up, saying that okay, Aston Martin is celebrating its 110th year in motorsport? So are you just being like, oh, old dudes just coming up and kind of setting everything right? Like, what's happening here?
I mean, I have no words.
Jason, bro.
Not a good thing on a podcast, but not good. No words.
I have no words either. Horner is Horner. Like, the way he says things makes me go blank.
I know.
That's the
Can't
best
do
way I
anything
put
about
it.
it.
Yeah. No, but then what actually was even more funny was like every overtake Fernando Alonso took, he was like, yes, I got it. Like, as if say he's just like scored a level in a game.
Yeah. I mean, he was really excited. I think the fact that he had a new car to work with a new team he wanted to do really well,
Mm-hmm.
and the fact that that actually came through and that he was able to get on the podium is something that I'm really happy about.
Definitely.
Also, maybe the potential he sees in the car. That's a possibly winning car.
Exactly.
And I know he sees that potential, and if the team converts that into a better car, I do believe Fernando does have a chance to win this year.
Yeah.
So that's better for him.
Hmm.
A big surprise to me was Esteban Ocon.
Oh my god, the penalties 35 seconds?
Like,
But
why did he start his year like this? How much penalties?
What was that? 35 seconds of a penalty is not something I've ever seen.
Exactly. Like, you start
They
your
were all over the
season,
place.
you literally start your season with penalties, and that to not like 5 seconds or 10 seconds. We're talking about some serious big time penalties.
Yeah, that cost him so much. Oh god.
Like,
Their car underperformed. That's it, and Ocon just made it much worse.
no, but then I would say the maximum recovery was done by Pierre Gasly, 11 positions on top.
Yeah.
So we're not talking about the
Pierre
car.
Gasly needs a standing ovation for the way he raced.
Definitely. Definitely, like say that guy, even though say okay, the car might not have performed to what he expected it to be, still managed to kind of climb up places all the way from the back of the grid. He made it say 11 positions up, still got into the points. Okay, and managed to just like scoop it off. It's not. See, I think that's the thing. Something is better than nothing.
Exactly.
It's like,
I mean, it's 2 points, but
say,
it's 2 points.
Haas, Williams, and McLaren didn't end up getting points. So at least he ended up getting
Trust me,
something.
McLaren.
Oh my god, no! Trust me, Vishnu's
Do
sitting
not
and
do
like,
this to
oh
me.
no,
Do
what's
not do
happening
this to me.
here?
It was not their fault. It was the freaking car's fault.
Yeah, but then
By the way, Williams got 1 point.
oh yes, Williams got a point. Shoot,
Yeah.
I forgot. AlphaTauri didn't get a point, right?
Mm.
AlphaTauri didn't get the
Yeah.
point. It's Williams got a point
Yeah.
through Alex Albon. But then what happened to Lando Norris all of a sudden? Like the dude was right behind, like 5 pit stops.
I
Five
think
pit
I
stops.
think they were saying there was a fluid issue.
No, but then see, I understand. Like, say with Oscar Piastri, that was the situation. Whereas with
Yeah.
Lando Norris, he was still this was racing for nothing. He could have just still saved the engine.
Yeah.
He's not getting any points. It'll be just like a win-win. Now it's just like the engine has clocked this much amount of laps.
There was no point in filling it in and then going back out with this thing, and it didn't work well. It really didn't work well. They should think before they take any action. I mean, yeah, obviously Piastri had no choice and they retired the car, but Lando could have done the same thing. You know, I mean, if there's a fluid issue, you don't want to put pressure on the other parts of the car. You need
Definitely.
to have a balance.
Definitely. As in, I would completely agree with you on that. But like, Jason, what do you think?
I have a completely biased opinion on this, so I'm gonna say I'm very happy that they're in the position they are.
Jason, wait, we
And-
are
and-
we're
and
we're,
I genuinely-
we're coming to Ferrari.
okay,
Wait, hold
Jason,
on.
listen, I might be a
I
McLaren
genuinely-
fan, but my
genuinely
second
don't.
favorite team
I'm
is
happy.
Ferrari.
Ferrari is. How do you know my team is Ferrari?
I've had talks with Arjun. Ferrari is my second favorite team, and McLaren Sainz the best pair to ever exist.
You know, the last time when we were talking, I was like, imagine Leclerc on a Mercedes. That would be like insanely great.
Without the power issues, very much so. He would be on top. He would beat Verstappen.
He was on constant pace.
The Mercedes is fourth or fifth, so I don't think.
No. Now Mercedes is still third in the grid.
Leclerc's potential, and the Mercedes car. That's it.
No, I would say at this point, not a Mercedes car, because a Mercedes. Because this is the thing, with the Mercedes car, they need to sit and redesign that entire thing, because trust me, that car, the engine has got the potential. The engine is a heavily reliable engine, because compared to all the seasons, when you look, say last year, it is rare that a Mercedes powered car kind of failed. Okay, they still survived the race. Compared to this year, what happened with Piastri, that was an entirely different situation. But then I would say, okay, what's with Mercedes saying that, okay, they got with Toto Wolff saying, okay, we got to kind of change the entire car, come up with a new strategy. Because I think that instead of doing it farther later, they should do it like immediately. They shouldn't be doing it, say, 5 races later, where like the margin is like insane.
I mean, there already is one.
No, see, currently this is the thing. Even though the margin is there, the margin could still be kind of closed. Even though the margin is
obviously, yeah, but I mean, yeah, you compared that now and how you said like 5 races later,
like
the points
again, exactly. So literally looking on an angle, I'm like, because I had expectations with Mercedes. I'm like, okay, finally Mercedes would have learned their lesson and kind of figured out to kind of go in and kind of get it through. But then good night them. Still went with a zero pod design. A little more slimmer car, but then like the car looks sexy, of course. But then like it's not what anyone expected. Literally anyone. Like even a P3 finish would have been great. But then there is one thing called Red Bull which annoys me and that boils my blood.
Why does Red Bull have to be good at everything?
Huh?
Honestly,
Why does Red Bull have to be good at everything?
Well, that's something which we got to kind of figure out the answer for.
The motivation to be the best team, to beat Toto, to beat everyone. It's just that everything is going right for them. I'm actually happy for them because
I hate them. I hate them with a passion.
Okay,
There's
let's.
nothing that can change that.
Okay. We have some seriously strong word opinion from her. She's like, she hates
do
them with a
though.
passion.
I do though. I mean, is it just my opinion that they're really self-centered?
I,
Did you
Yeah,
see Max and Checo last
It
year?
is your
You wouldn't
opinion.
even let him go. No.
of course,
Max
as
and
in,
Checo
oh,
last year.
I remember that incident from Brazil, where like
Yeah,
Checo
he
was
could
in
have
front
easily
and
let
then
Checo go
that made
and
like
made it
he,
not that much of a drama in Abu Dhabi. But did he let him do that? No. Equal Leclerc. I mean, it made for a very interesting finale, but still.
But then, like, again, the one thing which we have seen in Formula One for the past 6 years is the curse. So, listeners who don't know this, the curse is basically that anyone who basically wins the first Grand Prix in Bahrain will not finish the race on the top. Will not finish the championship on the top. So this has been last year's situation, say with Charles Leclerc, where he ended up second, if I'm not wrong, or third.
Second.
Second, yeah.
Second.
He ended up the championship in
Second.
second, compared to Max, who kind of didn't finish the race in the first race itself. So I just hope this curse still continues.
Is it a
If I
sign?
may, if I may speak here,
Sure, sure.
Is it a
last
sign?
year Leclerc won and Verstappen got DNF. This year Verstappen won
One and Leclerc
DNF.
got a DNF. It's a sign, Jason. It's a sign.
We gotta see.
The upwards coming back.
See, we got 22 races. 22 races to go. We just need to see whether the curse still kind of remains or that kind of like exists. Because
I'm
this
looking
is
forward. Since I don't have a McLaren jersey, I'm looking forward to wearing a Ferrari one.
because there's like entire kind of a thing come up, say from 2017 onwards this has been happening. So say Sebastian Vettel won, but then Lewis Hamilton became the world champion. The same year again repeated, Sebastian Vettel won, Lewis Hamilton became the champion. Valtteri Bottas won, Lewis Hamilton became the champion. Again the same thing, and then Lewis Hamilton won Bahrain, Max Verstappen won, and he continues the streak. Why?
Let's see. This is a sign. I
is-
feel it. Leclerc's gonna win this year. He's coming
Yeah,
back.
yeah, it's again a fingers crossed situation. But then I'll tell you one thing for sure: Aston Martin jerseys would have now increased its prices because they won.
Probably most probably
Like-
actually.
No, because I'm just seeing. So I was just trying to get like a Formula One merch if possible, and I'm seeing Mercedes kind of gone all in for sale and stuff. I'm like, oh, dude, 25% off. Okay, what's happening here?
First race, really?
Like I don't know what's happening here, to be very honest, but then like I don't know, again it was like the winter, of course they said the winter sale, and since winter is going on in the UK, we don't know how it is, because for us in Dubai it's summer and we're seeing
Hot.
all the things happening over here. But then anyways, coming back, what do you think, say now in a week's time we are back in, not in a week's time, say but on Friday we are back in Saudi Arabia, and it's a street circuit. We're not talking about some ordinarily purpose-built international level circuit. It's a street circuit. It's going to be a lot different.
I'm looking forward to it. I really like street circuits more than like proper.
Why though? Okay.
I don't know. It's just excitement. It just feels so much more better.
Like I'm just like, okay, with streets. I remember the time when Lewis Hamilton got brake tested by Max with Saudi Arabia. That's the only memory that like sits in my head like all the time.
That was one hell of a race. That was one hell of a race.
Trust me, it was one hell of a race. Like literally.
No, honestly, this time in Saudi, I believe Ferrari and Aston are going to top it. But again, Red Bull have such a dominant car, so you can't really predict these things. But they're going to be fighting for it. Yeah.
I feel like it'll be Ferrari and Mercedes on top.
Okay, that
No, it won't be Mercedes. It won't be Mercedes. It's
My urge to just say no to Red Bull altogether.
No, see,
Red Bull
that's the
have
thing.
a really strong car, so
Jason, one
it's
thing
kind
is
of-
there. But with
But
Shruti,
you
she
see,
will.
my hatred runs deep.
Yeah, see, as in you have heard this before. She's told that she is passionately hating Red Bull. I'm like, yeah, so she will not say Red Bull will win. But then, like, yeah, sometimes things just don't say run through the way how we want them to be.
I hated it when it took a second turn, when it took a turn halfway through last year when Leclerc started losing and Max started winning. It was not the best first year to get into Formula One.
But then, like, we gotta see this now. Is Ferrari reliable? Is the reliability still something which needs to be in question?
I mean, if they keep having power issues.
Jason, come on.
You know the silence, man. You know it.
You know what? I gotta put that meme. The disappointments.
You know the silence. You can feel the silence. I don't know. I'm not quite sure.
No, but then see again. I'll tell you this. That's the only thing which has happened for, say, Charles Leclerc, whereas Carlos Sainz and all the other Ferrari-powered engines finish the race.
Yeah. So again, that's what I'm saying. You can't judge a whole.
But then let me ask this: if that's a situation, why not kind of switch the strategy instead of Leclerc to Sainz? Because if Sainz's car is even more stable, and if Sainz can kind of go in like on even though he's pushing the car, not on a very say aggressive, but then still he has got like a bit of aggression there. Why cannot the entire team like switch over the thing to Carlos Sainz? Because at the moment he's the only person who holds points for Ferrari.
I know. The season's just begun. I believe there's equality in both garages, but also we know that Charles is more preferred or has more preference. He's the first driver of the team.
No, but then I feel these guys need to start switching their strategy.
Again, the strategy is something that you can't speak about now. I would say wait till Saudi, and then let's have a chat on that, because you never know what they're trying, these guys.
Yeah, okay, I get your point, Jason. It's not. We should give them one more chance.
Yeah,
not one more chance, but like
just a way to see how they work, how they do, what they're gonna do in Saudi. Let's see what happens.
But then, before we wind up, I would want to kind of know predictions for Saudi Arabia. Who would be on the pole?
I want Leclerc, honestly. I mean, I love McLaren, but I want Leclerc.
Max.
Okay,
no.
Jason, let's start with you.
Max, of course, Max.
But then give me like the top three.
Max, Leclerc, and Checo.
Max, Leclerc,
Did you say McLaren? Oh, I heard
Leclerc. No. See,
Pizzas on me if McLaren both cars DNF. Pizzas on me. Anyone.
Okay, the entire world is listening to this, huh? If
that's okay.
Both McLaren's DNF, pizza is on Jason.
I don't want your pizza, Jason. I can get it myself.
Mm.
I ain't getting McLaren DNF pizzas. No, thank you.
Luckily, there's so many of them.
No, I would say
for pizza.
You know, I would say rather if it's like Red Bull doesn't make it to podium, I would rather give pizzas.
I'm there. For that, I am there. For that, I am 100% there.
You know, but then let's come back to the thing. Vishwati, what would you predict? On a podium situation.
My reality says Leclerc, Sainz, and Russell maybe. More than Lewis, I think Russell.
Okay. We're getting close on some angles.
Stop laughing. I will find you and I will come to you.
Okay, this is seriously going a lot violent. So actually, I'm gonna put in my predictions. So I would rather say P1 would be definitely Max Verstappen. P2 would be Fernando Alonso, because you cannot kind of say rule him out.
Interesting.
Okay, and P3 would be someone from Ferrari, be it say either Charles Leclerc or say Carlos Sainz. But then this is the thing. I'm not going to keep a Mercedes on the prediction list, because until and unless they haven't worked on their car, I'm not going to keep Mercedes on my predictions list. They would be good for a fourth or a fifth, but then not above that.
Or a fifth or a sixth.
No, I told you below fourth and a fifth, or like anything below. But then of course they'll finish in points. But I'm very skeptical that they will not finish it on the podium unless miracle
Jason,
happens.
are you sure?
Unless
Jason,
miracle
are you
happens.
sure you're a Ferrari fan and not a Red Bull fan?
Yeah, I am sure. I'm just being very realistic.
Yeah, like Jason is a man in, as in say, absorbing all the reality over here. But and still you didn't say Fernando Alonso, bro.
It's the car. It's the Mercedes. I mean, the Mercedes engine is. I don't know what to say. But I don't have a feeling he's gonna get on podium this weekend in Saudi.
He doesn't
No,
know.
but then if Fernando Alonso gets on a podium this weekend, it'll be his 100th career podium. That's like a special number for him because till now the record is only with Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah.
He will be
Alright.
he will be inching close to Lewis Hamilton. And so even though
What's
both
the next race? What's the next race after Saudi?
Australia.
Australia.
Yeah, I think he can do it over there. I think he can do it over
No,
there.
I see. Honest, trust me. I would want Mercedes to be on pole before the summer season. Please, please, please. I want
Not
it.
happening. Not happening. There's more
I mean-
chance of the Haas wins the race than a Mercedes on pole.
You know what? Let me put something realistic then. I would at least want a Haas to get some points.
Of course,
Yeah,
Haas will
okay.
win.
Like say, let me be a
possible.
little more realistic over here. Like sorry to all the Mercedes fans over here, but then like say, I'm okay. Even though I like the team very much, there is still a part of me just being like, okay, there is a challenge over here. So but then like I'll still support the team, of course. But then like yeah, let's kind of be a little more realistic over here. So yeah, that's what I think.
Can you give some good predictions for McLaren 2 and please let that happen? Put some nice happy
Yeah,
thoughts.
this is the thing.
DNF
With
P19, DNF
Jason, happy
P20,
thoughts. Happy thoughts.
DNF P19, DNF P20.
Preferably happy for me.
It's okay.
It's not though.
Yeah, you're talking to the wrong person too in terms of asking happiness over here. Okay? But then like yeah,
I was
guys,
asking you too.
but then like see with McLaren this is going to be the situation. We got to put like a fortune teller on the show and kind of ask what's the fortunes of McLaren to kind of get a podium. But then like
The guy will run away. The guy will run away.
Again.
okay, guys. Since we are running out of time, and I gotta wind this thing off on that very terrible disappointment of we cannot be able to talk a lot more about this, and since Bahrain wasn't as expected as it is, I'm gonna again repeat on that terrible disappointment. We're gonna wind up the show. Thank you so much for listening. Until next time, this is the Team Formula Pod signing off. Goodbye.